Okay, so we're going to go over your results to see how you did. Obviously, there's 8 boxes, so I guess it's going to be out of 8 points. Again, this isn't for a grade, just for fun to test your memory. So let's go ahead and see how you did. The first 2 boxes compare the economy of the North versus the South. Let's see if you had the right answers. In the North, we have people working in factories and living in cities. In the South, we have people living on plantations and working as farmers and doing farming. So if you had that information, give yourself 1 point for each correct box that you had there. Maybe a little tally chart off to the side. When comparing the population between the North and the South, there were 22 million people living in the North. There were only 9 million people living in the South, and of those 9 million, 4 million of them were slaves. So we talked about how that might not really cause the war to begin, but it's certainly going to play a role with the number of soldiers available to fight for each side during the Civil War. Okay, let's talk about slavery. For the North, many Northerners were okay with slavery in the South, but they did not want slavery to spread west as new states joined our country. So give yourself a point if you had that correct. As compared to the South's view of slavery, they were okay with slavery in the South, but they did want slavery to move west. So far, you should have up to 6 tally points, 1 for each box we've done. And last but not least, who has the most power? The Northerners believed in a strong federal government. If you have that umbrella, even better, but it doesn't really matter. And the South believed very strongly in states' rights. They believe that each state should make decisions for their own selves. So just a little mental sense of pride. Give yourself a fraction correct out of the 8 and hold on to that knowledge that we talked about, because it's going to be these differences that are going to boil and come together, and many of these will spark the things that lead to the Civil War. And so as we talk about these differences, what do you think is going to be the main cause that might kind of lead to this Civil War? And while there's many different reasons and many different root causes, there is definitely one big idea that's going to pop up again and again. And that idea is essentially going to be the one that pulls on the emotions of the people of this time period and today, and that is slavery.